Hi and welcome to Movies Suck. This is a quick video because I saw this article today on Bounding Into Comics about Black Widow film writer Jac Schaeffer. I'm not interested in adhering to comic canon that is discriminatory. This is the lead article here, or at least the heading for this article. This is about this lady, Jac Schaeffer, is apparently writing the screenplay for the Black Widow film. And I'm sorry guys, but this is sad news. Really sad. I'll read this to you and we'll see what you think about it too. I'll try not to comment too much because see if we can get through this. I have actually been through the original article as well, which, to be fair, you don't want to really bother with. It's pretty boring and uninteresting, and Bounding Into Comics have pretty much finessed it to the important parts. So let me read this to you. It says, Black Widow film writer Jac Schaeffer recently stated that she is not interested in adhering to comic canon that is discriminatory in any way or that violates my values system. So here we are again, from the horse's mouth. She doesn't care about the character Black Widow. Clearly doesn't care about the character Black Widow or anything that's happened in her history that is not in line with what she feels she wants. So already, this lady doesn't care about what we, the fans, want to see from Black Widow. And yet again, another sign that Marvel really does not care about us fans. Really does not. What we want to see is the comic book character brought to life. Not just someone given the name Black Widow and kind of looks a bit like them. Although we have to see the point that get to the point that we know that Marvel doesn't really care these days if the characters look like what they're supposed to. That's why they're so perfectly happy with changing race, skin color, ethnicity, anything. They don't care. But anyway, let's get on to this. So, she made the comment in an interview with Inverse where she expects to receive negative reaction. She added, "When people react with hate, it saddens me. I think it's a shame. But that's not where I'm going to put my energy. I'm not interested in the loud, sour grapes voices." Of course she's not. She's not interested in anyone, or not interested in listening to anyone, that has an opinion about what she's doing that is not in line with what she's doing. She says, Schaeffer did praise the Black Widow story arc in Avengers Endgame. That sees the character sacrifice her life in order to help restore the lives of everyone Thanos snapped out of existence in Avengers Infinity War. On Black Widow's death, Schaeffer told Inverse, "I cried like a baby. I was very moved by it." She continued, "It was a strange feeling. I have some proprietary feelings, because if you're a writer who gets very emotionally invested in your work, which I think is most writers, the characters feel very real to you. So seeing her death in a movie that I didn't have anything to do with, it was a little bit similar to seeing an ex-boyfriend with another partner. There's a weird sort of removal that feels wrong, and right at the same time, but her arc in the movie is wonderful." Well, I don't know about wonderful. I thought that was one of the crappier things they did in Endgame. I mean, I've got to do a whole video on Endgame at some point, and I will go into detail over what I really hated. And just to be clear, that's one of the things I really wasn't happy with. But I digress. She would go on to provide some details about what we can expect in Black Widow, and had quite a bit of praise for the close-up combat. I think we all have praise for how awesome Black Widow's fighting techniques are. Watching Black Widow fight is just fantastic. It's like watching Captain America fight. It's just awesome. Love watching this. Anyway, what she says. She says, "The fighting in Black Widow has a lot of close contact hand-to-hand combat. It's very visceral. There's a lot of aggression and power in a very human way that I find really satisfying and really exciting to watch. But it's the polar opposites of writing for superpowered characters." Well, not true, is it? It's not the polar opposite of superpowered characters. I mean, look at Captain America. He's superpowered, but he fights awesomely. Or even Spider-Man. Superpowered, but still awesome fighting techniques. It's not just always the one big punch and then I'm out of here. This isn't Iron Fist with his one big punch. Oh man, I shouldn't get started on Iron Fist. I'm still really depressed about that. Anyway. The Black Widow film is expected to see Scarlett Johansson's Natasha Romanoff go toe-to-toe with Taskmaster, after descriptions of footage shown at San Diego Comic-Con revealed Black Widow faces off against a masked figure who mirrors her combat techniques. The movie will take place following the events of Captain America Civil War, according to David Harbour. Harbour, who will be playing Red Guardian, the Captain America of Russia, told IGN, "They've known each other for a while, and there's a complex history there. This movie happens right after Captain America Civil War, and so those events do factor in." Along with Red Guardian and Taskmaster, the film is expected to debut Yelena Belova, who will be portrayed by Florence Pugh. This is all very interesting. But the point is, as she said in this, she doesn't care about canon. She's not interested in what Natasha's done before and what's happened in her past, if in any way conflicts with what she wants to see on the screen. I mean, I don't know about any of you guys, but I'm really depressed about this. I was really looking forward to the Black Widow film. I mean, I lost a lot of the excitement when they killed her off in Endgame because I realised, oh look, they killed her off. So anything we see has got to be before Endgame. Which, I don't know, we've kind of moved on from those sorts of things. It feels like we're past the point where the events pre-Endgame were important. I'm not convinced the events post-Endgame are important either, because that whole, the whole snap and half the people in the universe disappearing for 5 years, then coming back, that is really effed up. Really effed up. And I have no idea how they can possibly try and deal with that situation. I know they did something in Spider-Man Far From Home, but well, in any case, here's where we are. Marvel Phase 4 coming at you. It's going to be amazing. Sorry, but the sarcasm is in there. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be brave and beautiful. That's what we can expect. Marvel Phase 4, brave and beautiful. These movies suck. Signing out. You know, I was crying last time. I really don't know why I ever stop.